Hello everybody. Today we are going to speak about types of newspapers. Newspapers are issued with different frequency. Some come out every day or even twice a day. Other newspapers are printed once a week, once a month, or 4 times a year, or even less often. Daily newspapers are called dailies. Most daily newspapers divided their content into separate sections. Newspapers typically have sections for local news, sports, arts and entertainment, business and classified advertising. A newspaper's front page features eye-catching headlines and photographs that attract readers' interest and direct them to stories published in the inner sections. Weekly newspapers are published once a week. They tell less about national or international news, focusing instead on local happenings, high school sporting events, traffic accidents, and actions by local government often make front page news in weekly papers. Dailies and weeklies are usually general interest newspapers. Besides, there are special interest newspapers. Special interest newspapers concentrate on news about a specific topic, such as rock music or sports. Special interest papers may come out daily, weekly, monthly, or even more seldom. Newspapers devoted to theater or music often comes out weekly. They include critiques of art exhibits, performances, new music albums, and recently published books. They also publish information of upcoming events such as concerts and poetry readings. And now let's pay attention to the language of newspapers' headlines. When a newspaper gets its material from its own reporting staff or from outside contributors, it is the responsibility of sub-editors to provide such headlines to the stories that might convey their content in the shortest possible way. To acquire the skills of looking through headlines and comprehending the idea of an article quickly is important for a diplomatic officer whose job may be connected with reading the press of the country he is assigned to. Popular newspapers often use slang and punning references to the content of the article, while quality papers tend to provide more information in their headlines. In creating headlines, sub-editors are guided by some particular rules and use common jargon words to make them brief, catching the eye, and understandable. And now here are some rules. The first rule: the article's personal and demonstrative pronouns and the verb be are deleted. For example, Russian Prime Minister to visit Sweden. And the sentence should sound like this: the Russian Prime Minister is going to visit Sweden. Mayor hires brothers. This is the headline. And the sentence is: the mayor has employed his brother. Here, dropped article there, and instead of present perfect we use present simple, and we dropped here pronoun his. The mayor has employed his brother, and the headline sounds mayor hires brother. The second rule: the present simple tense is often used for present perfect or past simple. Witness describes accident. A witness described the accident. US President arrives in Peru, and the US President has arrived in Peru. The third rule: Particle 1 stands for continuous tenses. The example, the headline, Democrats gaining in polls, and the sentence should be, the Democrats are gaining in opinion polls. Second example, arrested waiting for sentence for month, and the sentence sounds like this: the arrested people have been waiting for a sentence for several months. The fourth rule: Particle 2 used in a headline means a passive idea. For example, banker accused of fraud. In sentence, it should be, the banker was accused of illegal manipulation with money. Here is participle 2 accused in the headline, and in a sentence should be like passive, past passive, was accused. Past present passive here. An Israeli general has been dismissed. Rule number 5. Infinitive shows reference to the future. Opera company to visit Sweden. The opera company is to tour Sweden. School council to ban video games. And in a sentence, the school council will ban video games. Rule number 6. Nouns are used as adjectives. Peace moves in docks. Some steps toward an agreement have been taken in the port. Fish talks in Copenhagen. There have been talks between the fishery minister in Copenhagen. Number 7. The names of organization, institution, post, famous people, and some geographical names are abbreviated or initiated, and honorary titles and ranks are dropped. For example, FBI and CIA join forces to fight crime. And it means the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Central Intelligence Agency have joined forces to fight crime. PM to visit US. The Prime Minister is going to visit the United States of America. Maggie to land in NY. Her Royal Highness Princess Margaret is to land in New York. Rule number 8. Puns, that means humorous use of a word of different words sounding alike, so as to play on with various meaning. And here the rule 8 means that puns and play on words are used here. For example, have the National Union of Teachers learned their lesson? Have the National Union of Teachers made conclusions? Navy on the crest of wave. It means the Navy is very popular. Maggie to land in NY. It means that Her Royal Highness Princess Margaret is to land in New York. And now the 8th rule is puns. What is puns? Puns, humorous use of a word of different words sounding alike, so as to play on the various meanings. And puns and play on words are used. For example, have the National Union of Teachers learned their lesson? It means have the National Union of Teachers made conclusions? Navy on the crest of wave means that Navy is very popular. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.